Hello, Leo. This is your June 2019 general love reading. This is good for your sun, moon, rising sign. If you know what your signs in your houses, look at your 5th, 7th, and 8th. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't make sense, that means it's not for you or it hasn't happened yet. Check out your other signs, check out other readers, check back later in a couple of weeks. It might make sense then. Energy can be vice versa. Time is fluid, so this could be from the perspective of the person you're dealing with. So use your intuition when you're reading or when you're watching this, so it can make sense. All right, so let's get to it. All right, what's been going on in the past? What's been going on in the recent past for my Leos? What's been going on in the recent past for my Leos? Unrequited love, huh? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Fuck them. What's going on in the present? Okay, so really, fuck them. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So what's going on in the future for Leo? You got 2. Okay, alright. I like it. Oh, you got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations bring you guys together. That's what's up. Overall energy for the month of June. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. The fuck? We'll see what's going on. Alright. Probably you gotta leave somebody to get somebody. Or y'all could just be going through a separation. I don't know. I'm going to clarify. We'll figure out what the hell's going on. If I can put this shit up here. Oh my fuck. Okay, good enough. Alright, so let's clarify. Why is unrequited love here for my Leos? Why is unrequited love here? Why is unrequited love here? Why is unrequited love here? Some of y'all may really connect with like Greece or Greek food. Anyways. Alright, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, thank you for all clarity. Why is unrequited love here in the past position for my Leos? 2 cards. Damn. So you are resisting a change. Could be with the Scorpio or Pisces. You were resisting the falling apart of something. You were resisting change with somebody. Either you or the other person. Remember, throughout this whole reading, it could be you or the other person. One of y'all were resisting change, but the thing is, this had to happen. This had to happen. This cycle had to complete in order for new beginnings to come, for somebody else to come, for your soulmate to come. So if it hasn't happened yet, it might be on the horizon. But you have to leave somebody to let somebody come in. Alright. 2 major arcana. So don't ever think that breakups are just something that happens and it just fucking sucks and woe is me. No, you have to look at the bigger picture. Alright? You have to be like an eagle in the sky looking down at everything, seeing why things are the way they are. Things have to end in order for new things to begin. And you tried to fight it, but you can't fight. When the universe is really, wanting something to happen, it will make it happen. So don't get sad and depressed, which I know, better, easier said than done. That, things didn't work out. It could be a temporary separation, or this could be a permanent separation in order for somebody new to come in, which is your soulmate. Obviously, we will clarify and figure this out. Alright. Let's see. Why is soulmate here in the present position? Why is soulmate here in the present position? Whoop. I'm not going to take it, but just there needs to be a balance in the way that you speak about yourself and your love life, alright? So stay positive. Don't always say, oh, this shit always happens to me. Nobody ever loves me. I'm never going to find my husband or wife. This, that, and the third. Don't say that because that's what's going to happen. Alright? So let's keep going. Why is soulmate here in the present position? Why is soulmate here in the present position? 2 more. Clarify soulmate. Clarify soulmate. Alright. Thank you, Spirit. Angels. Why is soulmate here in the present position for my Leos? That's way too many. You really could be dealing with a Scorpio. Somebody that has hearing Scorpio traits. Somebody that might be very emotionally unstable in their shadow side. They could have a Scorpio moon or Scorpio Venus. Anyway, so soulmate. Why is soulmate here in the present for my Leos? Ooh. What is this? What? You have 4 for 4 right now, Major Arcana. That is mind-boggling. Why I say that, if you're not really too familiar about the tarot, I don't know why I said on one of my videos there's 22 Major Arcana. So there's 21 Major Arcana. This is the last one, right? So there's 21 Major Arcana cards. 21 out of all of these cards, right? So to keep having that is showing that right now you're going through a very divinely guided spiritual transformation right now. So don't ever think that things happen just because they're happening. Everything happens for a reason. We just don't understand it. And I know some people fucking hate that term. Oh, everything happens for a reason, so this was supposed to happen. I know it sounds wacky. I know it sounds fucking crazy. But the thing is, before we come to this earth, we have a plan and map out what our lives are going to be, because we want to learn certain things in this lifetime that we didn't learn in our previous ones. So even the bad is always meant for our good, but it's how we take the bad, if it's going to end up being for our good, or we're going to have to come back in another lifetime and learn the lesson, you know? So it's best to learn it in this lifetime. Moving on. So you have the Fool card with the freaking Justice card. So leaving this person behind, you could end up meeting, for me this is like a Gemini. You could end up meeting a Gemini or a Libra. But regardless, you're going to end up meeting somebody that is, I mean, it's a new start. You're meeting somebody new soon. And it's going to be somebody that has like a carefree attitude. Like they're very like, go with the flow type, you know, and they have like a youthful spirit. They can joke around a lot. They could have a great sense of humor. But in the same time, like they're very practical, I'm hearing. They try to balance their heart and their head out. They don't go overly rational, but they're not overly emotional. And they try to make decisions from their higher self and not from their lower self or their ego. It's a good person, you know? So, kudos. Alright, so let's see what retreat is, then calling in your soulmate. Yep. Why is retreat here? I'll do, yeah. Alright, 1 card for retreat. Why is retreat here? That's what I'll do. Thank you, ancestors. Why is retreat here? Clarify retreat for me. Alright. Clarify calling in your soulmate. What the fuck? Brow! This is my soulmate card. One of my soulmate cards. Alright. So, I feel like in the near future, you are retreating. You're isolating a little bit to figure your shit out. Figure out how to switch from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. How to go from looking at the things that went wrong to saying, you know what, everything works out for the best. Everything works out, you know, everything happens for a reason, goddamn. Everything happens for a reason. And even though I had heartbreak, even though I didn't want to let that person go, even though things came to an end and didn't work out in my past relationships, it doesn't matter, because that means that something better is coming. And I have to see what lessons I learned in the past about that and about myself. It could be that you needed to learn self-love. You needed to learn to say no to people. You needed to learn to set boundaries and standards for yourself. That if somebody is not giving you the amount of love and respect that you give them, you leave them. Not saying they're a bad person or whatever the fuck. You know, I don't know their life story. I don't know yours. But in the end, you are realizing that to truly love yourself is to accept nothing but what you deserve. To truly love yourself is saying, well, this person is on drugs and I will pray for them, but I don't need to be with them. You know, in the future, maybe if they get their shit together, that's neither here nor there. But at this present time, it is not what I need, because that is lower vibration that will bring my vibration and my mind down. You can love somebody. It doesn't mean you have to be with them. Okay? You pray for them and you release them. Because the thing is that spirit, don't get in the way of spirit. Spirit might be trying to bring in your soulmate, but you're messing around with these fuck boys or these fuck girls that are blocking your blessing, your true soulmate, from coming in, because you haven't totally realized how to set up a higher standard in who you want. And if you have realized that, you're on the right path. Then you just need to chill. Just chill. Because you're doing the work. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And even though it seems confusing at this time, it's going to make sense soon. Oh my fuck, it's going to make so much sense soon. You're going to look back and say, oh, I had to go through all this shit to get here. I had to learn the hard lesson of leaving people behind. I had to learn the hard lesson of not begging for somebody's love. I had to learn the hard lesson of separating my shadow side from my other side, of separating my fear. You're learning to separate operating in fear and operating in love. You're learning to separate that, you know, being desperate for love and what is being hopeful in love. You're learning to separate those things that are healthy and not healthy. And because you're learning those lessons, and because you're doing that work, and because you're saying no to people, this person's coming along. Like I said, if you haven't met them yet, they're coming. If you haven't met them yet, that means that you got a little bit more work to do. But keep in mind, they're on their way, because you've been doing the damn thing, Leo. You know, and even though that, you know, things, you might have been feeling that they were coming, and then like last month something happened, and you're like, oh, thought they were supposed to be here. What happened? Everything is free choice, right? And so a test might have came, and, you know, you might have kind of failed at the test, but don't worry, because it's not the end all be all. You just had to realize you had some other things to work on in yourself in order to bring that person in, because you don't want to bring past baggage into a new relationship, because that could end up, you know, causing it to fail. So your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations, your positive thinking, your inner work, all those things are bringing your soulmate in. Somebody that's going to give you what you give them. Somebody that's going to see you for who you really are. Somebody that is going to match that ambition and drive in you. Somebody that is going to be able to give you the praise and adoration that you enjoy. And that you're going to be able to give it back to them. And they're going to receive it in a healthy way, because you might have been messing with people in the past. You try to build them up and, you know, give them compliments and be like, you know, I love the way you look. I love the way you do this. And they're like, no, I hate it. I hate me. Yeah. You ain't going to mess with that anymore. You ain't got to worry about that. So that's good. So let's get some advice, which, I mean, I don't really think you need any, but we'll see what it says. What advice do you have for Leo in this situation in regarding love? What advice do you have for Leo in this situation regarding love? What advice do you have for Leo in this situation regarding love? Two more. 1, 2. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. What advice do you have for Leo in regarding love? What advice do you have for Leo? All right. Yeah, remember that card came out earlier? Leave old shit behind. Let what needs to die, die. Because in order for new things to come in order for a rebirth, you have to let old shit die. If somebody is not giving you the same respect, attention, love, effort, communication, whatever it is, if they're not giving you the same, move on. Leave them alone. I'm hearing also that right now is not the time to really be passive. Work on yourself. Work on things. If you see something, go for it. If you want something, go for it. Because you never know. Right now, it's a time for you to be more of the action taker, the risk taker. Yeah. And get in touch with yourself. Like, know that you are a freaking god or goddess, as in you have the power to create, and know that you are beautiful and smart and handsome and attractive and all those good things because you are what you say you are. And if you don't really try to believe it right now, fake it till you make it, because eventually you will see how amazing you are. And that energy will pull in other people that are very secure and stable within themselves and that have good vibrations, okay? So then I'm going to get, I'm going to pull 3 more cards from here. Victory. Pull 3 more cards from this deck to see if there's any additional messages from Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my lovely Leos? June 2019. What additional messages or advice do you have for my Leos in June 2019? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Alright, that's a lot. So we got love coming in, so don't second guess it. There is love. Shield yourself. I'm hearing these people might come back. The people that you've separated from that are no longer good for you, the people that did you dirty in the past, the people that might do you dirty in the future, shield yourself from them. As in, you can look for on YouTube different techniques of shielding your energy. And the thing is, when you learn to work with energy, you don't have to be so aggressive in the physical world. Meaning, say you broke up, you and somebody broke up in the past. It was somebody that was very toxic for you, but yet they keep coming around, and you might have a soft spot for them, so it's hard for you to say no. If you learn to put a bubble around yourself, like a shield, if you learn to put a bubble around your energy, where nothing negative can come to you, only positivity, only positive people, and your energy repels negativity and negative people, you learn to manipulate your energy like that, they won't come around anymore. Because on an energetic level, they will be repelled from you. So you don't have to worry about saying no to them anymore, because they will stop coming around. They will stop calling. They will stop messaging. So look that up. How to shield yourself in different techniques. Compromise on things. Alright, so this new person that you might meet, y'all might have some differences. The thing is, you got to realize, okay, in the give and take scenario, what can you compromise on? Alright? So say they might not be as clean as you are. Can you compromise on that? Say they're a smoker. Can you compromise on that? Write down exactly what do you want, what are deal breakers, and what can you compromise on, okay? Because having that clear intention of what you want and you don't want, and what's, we can make, a meet in the middle thing will help you also weed out the people that are bad for you. At the end of it, go with the flow. Be like the person that you want. They could just go with the flow, They don't try to control how things are going to turn out. All you can do is focus on you and your actions and your inner self and how you feel about yourself and how you feel about love. And the right things will come. So just go with the flow. Don't be so serious about all this stuff, because love isn't meant to be this serious thing. I mean, how can I say it? It's a serious thing. Commitment is serious, but it's lighthearted. It's playful. It's fun. You know? It's not meant to be like the same feeling you get when you're stuck at a 9 to 5 office job and you have to work 3 hours of overtime instead of going hanging out with your friends, you know? Like, it shouldn't be a personal hell. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so last but not least, going to get a card from here, the Heal Yourself reading cards. What is the main blockage for Leo in regards to love right now? What is the main blockage? Courage. So we have courage. So let's see what it's all about. Gotta read from the book because, yeah, I haven't learned this stuff yet. Courage. Leo the Lion, all about courage, okay? Courage requires you to fiercely stride ahead despite the challenges you are experiencing. Okay. Whether you are afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are. You need to make a decision and move forward with belief, trust, and boldness. Give it your all, no matter the outcome. Despite what you have been telling yourself, you are ready for a new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to face life's challenges. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. I'm going to say that again. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. That is within yourself and with other people, okay? Every blessing has a challenge, and every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to explore both. Whilst there may be difficult moments ahead, keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best, because it is. You are being asked to gather the courage to be who you truly are and to stand strong for your convictions. The action or tip is, in order for you to succeed in what you desire, you need to prepare for the challenges ahead. Make a list of the support you need to tackle the approaching opportunities. Become aware of what or who you are afraid of. Imagine that this fear takes on a shape of a person. What does he or she look like? Look this fear in the eyes. Tell it that you are willing to learn from it and master the lesson, but you are not willing to be a slave to it. Imagine loving your fear and taking steps forward. Fucking amazing reading. I loves it. Alright, Leo. Thank you for watching this. Definitely like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so very, very much. I love it. I love you guys. Y'all are doing the damn thing. It's great. So, check back in a couple of weeks. I should be putting up a mid-monthly general spiritual conversation, whatever the hell Spirit wants to talk to you about. Like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest, and have a great motherfucking June. Love you guys. Love and light.